Right now at noon, a fatal crash claims the life of an Asbury, Missouri woman.
And a dreary day continues, but I'll have all the updates coming up.
Plus, a beloved Miami holiday tradition makes its way back home after 5 years.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A 20-year-old Kansas man has been arrested after a fatal crash in Asbury, Missouri. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. On Saturday, a 36-year-old woman, Crystal Emery of Asbury, was transported to the hospital after her vehicle was T-boned by a driver under the influence. Emery died from her injuries. Now, a 20-year-old has been arrested following the accident. 20-year-old male identified as Malachi Doyle from Topeka, Kansas, is being charged with felony driving while under the influence of drugs, causing the death of another and failure to yield. Now let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a look at the forecast.
Well, it's been pretty foggy this morning and we still have a bit of a mist, especially out in the Joplin area, but that fog is starting to lift. However, the overcast skies aren't going anywhere, so it's going to be a pretty cloudy day today. Temperatures are just about 51 degrees. We're only warming up a couple more degrees because we had that cold front came through this morning, and so we're going to be a bit cooler over the next couple of days. We're going to trend colder by Wednesday. Now, you can see that front is still in the process of making it through, which is why we're still dealing with that overcast and those dreary and drizzle conditions. That's going to continue all the way through this evening, especially south of I-44. By later on tonight, we might see a little bit more of those rain chances spiking up, plus winds pick back up following our cold front that moves through. Now, temperatures are dropping down to at and slightly below freezing tonight and over the next couple days, but I'll have a full look forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. We'll see you soon. Across the 4 states, we've already felt some of the cold temperatures and chilly winds that come as winter nears. The volunteer group Chase the Chill of Southwest Missouri is working to help keep people warm, a mission they've had for the past 10 years. KOAM's Samantha Walker met up with the group as they prepare to distribute a record number of hats, scarves, and gloves across the Joplin area.
We have, almost 2,200 hats, gloves, and scarves.
More than 2,000 winter items this year is a record-breaking number for Chase the Chill Southwest Missouri. Donations are often knitted or crocheted by hand, with volunteers hoping to support the community by doing what they love.
If you don't have to knit or crochet, you can also just go buy something. And then we literally just try to keep everyone warm as much as we can in the winter.
In the past 10 years, more than 10,000 scarves, hats, or gloves have been given out for free in the Joplin area to those who need it. This year, the city of Joplin even recognized their work, with the mayor proclaiming December Chase the Chill Month. Chase the Chill Southwest Missouri draws volunteers from various organizations and age groups. Participants say it's a great way to give back.
Like the idea of helping the community stay warm during the winter, and getting to volunteer for something.
Andrew and Jansen both help by joining their families and distributing the winter wear across the community. It's something they've done for several years now.
They can get what they need so that they can stay warm during the winter, during the cold times.
Volunteers take bags like this, filled with donations, and they're encouraged to go out into the community and find local parks, benches, or old trolley stops to lay out the donations so that way people who may need them can feel free to take them and use them throughout this winter.
The day that we went out and we distributed all over town, I was driving down 32nd Street and I saw a woman wearing a scarf that I had knitted. And that lady, she was just so happy, and it just makes you feel good inside when you can make somebody else happy with just a little gesture like that.
For volunteers like Andrew and Jansen, they hope more volunteers, especially young people like them, step up in the future so the cycle of giving can continue for years to come.
I think it's important because if young people didn't get involved, there wouldn't be as many people.
The community needs your help, so if you decide that you want to come help, you can show up and then you can help whoever needs it.
In Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
This year, volunteers with Chase the Chill Southwest Missouri also made 112 pet sweaters, so even our four-legged friends can stay warm this winter. Well, for years, a beloved tradition in Miami were the holiday home tours, which helped inspire decorating across the community. But like many things, COVID-19 led to the activity being paused, and for years it didn't come back. Not until this year, where the community has come together to bring this holiday tradition back to life. 6 different homes welcomed the community in to showcase their holiday decor. Event organizers say the tour tradition brings new meaning to coming home for the holidays.
I think it goes back to coming home for Christmas. It's the hometown feel. It's being made to feel special. It's having those memories of what it looked like in Miami on Main Street when they were little. And so we try to encompass all of that in the coming home for Christmas theme this year.
All proceeds from the holiday homes tours will go to benefit Miami Main Street and the Downtown Miami Christmas Foundation. The Missouri Southern Choral Society hosted its 45th holiday concert Sunday at the First Community Church in Joplin. The songs performed included Silent Night, Carol of the Bells, and Charlie Brown Christmas. Special performances were also included from students at MSSU.
I just love being a part of the music and a part of the fellowship of this group. We come together to sing and to make beautiful music and to do that in community.
Choral Society has been working on this performance since August. The Southwest Missouri Hmong Association is holding its 20th annual Hmong New Year celebration in Granby. The New Year celebration allows residents to interact with Hmong culture, and the Hmong people in Southwest Missouri can trace their heritage back to China and Southeast Asia 4,000 years ago. The celebration includes traditional folk music, a fashion show, lunch, and a traditional dance competition.
It's still so important for us to keep our roots, to keep our identity of who we are as a Hmong American, but also to be able to share that with our community. So in the next coming year, I hope that we could get more of our community to come join us so that we can share our culture with all the other Americans, because we're all here for the same reason. We're all one I want everyone to be united as an American family.
Around 1,300 Hmong people call Missouri home. Well, coming up, the end of a decades-long Assad regime in Syria. What's next and what world leaders are saying. And later, we're making reindeer crunch salad in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The 24-year rule of Bashar al-Assad came to an end there over the weekend as rebels advanced into the capital after a swift days-long offensive. Assad is believed to have fled to Russia. Naomi Ruckham has the latest from New York.
Celebration in Syria after the downfall of Bashar al-Assad. In just days, armed rebels took key cities before claiming the capital, Damascus.
The speed at which that unfolded was surprising, I think, to most everybody in the international community.
Russian state media outlets report that Assad and his family fled to Moscow and were given asylum. His once impenetrable palace ransacked. As his country descended into a bloody, nearly 14-year civil war, Assad was propped up by Russia, Iran, and Hezbollah militants, who carried out a brutal campaign of documented war crimes, including indiscriminate airstrikes and chemical weapons attacks. Overnight, dozens of Syrian migrants who fled to neighboring Turkey lined up at the border, hoping to return home.
At long last, the Assad regime has fallen.
Yesterday, President Joe Biden said it is a moment of both historic opportunity and one of risk and uncertainty as Syria pivots from more than 50 years of Assad family rule.
This process will be determined by the Syrian people themselves. The United States will do whatever we can to support them.
The U.S. military says it conducted airstrikes on ISIS targets in central Syria Sunday. Israel has deployed forces into a buffer zone along its shared border with Syria, saying it's to ensure the safety of its citizens. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
The Notre Dame Cathedral has its first service since the devastating fire in 2019. Now in attendance, French President Emmanuel Macron, accompanied by his wife, clergy, dignitaries, and other special guests. Now, close to 170 bishops from France and around the world also took part in the celebration. This service was not open to the general public, but a second one welcomed members of the public who secured reservations ahead of time. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you want to brighten up your holiday menu this season, stick around because we've got something that's light and bright.
And cooler temperatures are in store for us following that cold front. All those details coming up. Well, this morning we've already dealt with a lot of fog as our cold front has passed, and overcast drizzle continues for the afternoon. Let's go ahead and take a look outside downtown Pittsburgh. You can see fog has lifted through most of the areas, but we are still going to deal with that overcast and that drizzle all afternoon and even into the evening. Few rain showers are also possible south of I-44 as we head into this evening past about 11 p.m. Now, not a lot of rain chances, and even with the slight showers that we may see throughout the rest of the evening, we're not getting any accumulation. It's mostly just going to be drizzle if it makes it to the surface, or just a few sprinkles as it passes. Now, by 4:30 this afternoon, we've got to start clearing as we head into the rest of the evening, but more clouds do push in, and we have those showers south of I-44. Now, temperatures by 11 p.m. already getting down to the low 40s and upper 30s, but as we head into the overnight hours into early Tuesday morning, temperatures dropping down below freezing, so about 30, 31, 32 degrees. Now, our high tomorrow only reaching upper 30s, low 40s. Few more showers again possible still south of I-44 as that front starts to pass. Now, it's fully out of our area as we head into Tuesday evening, and by the tail end of this low pressure, which we're going to look at from an upper level point of view, we do see the possible few isolated snow flurries as we head into late Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. So it's going to be in the overnight hours, and again, no accumulations expected, but we still might see it. So we've got this low pressure system that is still moving out of our area with those showers, a little bit of clearing, and then by early Wednesday morning, so just after midnight, we have still the tail end and a few showers possible with wintry mix and even some snow flurries. Not a lot and not widespread, very isolated, and then we head into this ridge for the rest of the weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before another cold front starts to pass. So we have a bit of a warm up, but until then we're going to see much cooler temperatures. So our highs today really only reaching mid 50s as a max. 53 Independence, Sedan, Neodesha, 54 in Chanute, 53 in Joplin, 51 in Pittsburgh. We can see winds are out of the north. So our lows dropping down to at or slightly below freezing, less than 32 degrees for most of us, and still that northerly breeze. Now our highs on Tuesday going to be much cooler, down in the upper 30s to low 40s. So we're really not warming up much Tuesday or even on Wednesday. And then our overnight lows are just going to drop even further over the next couple of days, below freezing, and a lot of us are in the upper 20s, 29 in Pittsburgh, 29 Fort Scott, 31 in Stockton, and this is Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning that we're seeing these drops in temperatures, and that's when we finally start to see a bit of a warm up. So this is closer to average Tuesday and Wednesday, closer to average this time of year. Then we get back into above average Thursday, overcast skies, and then another front moves through late Friday afternoon into early Saturday morning, but it doesn't drop our temperatures too much, only down into the low 50s by Saturday.
I mean, December and it's 55, 56.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Unbelievable.
We do continue those above average temperatures all the way till about Christmas.
How about that?
Until we start to see us cooling back down, and until then we're just seeing these like fronts move in, we drop for a couple days, we warm back up. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at this season.
All righty, well thanks Lindsay. Well, stick around, we're making reindeer crunch salad in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Howard's sharing the recipe for reindeer crunch salad in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We've been whipping up all sorts of recipes this month, so you'll have plenty of choices for holiday entertaining or for hosting those big dinner parties. And with all of that, we realized that we haven't shared with you any salads that are holiday special. That is, until now. We start off by washing a bag of mixed baby greens and spinning them dry. Even though they come pre-washed, I think that salad greens taste fresher if we rinse them first. It's like splashing water on your face when you wake up. Okay, to those, we toss in some dried cranberries and a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds. And you can find those in the market right next to the nuts. In goes some chopped red onion and a good amount of goat cheese that we've crumbled. And now for the part that makes this so incredible. We combine some raspberry preserves, balsamic vinegar, a good amount of Dijon mustard, and black pepper. Once that's mixed together, we whisk in some olive oil and a splash of water. Come dinner time, drizzle on the dressing and dig in. This is just as welcome as a side salad as it would be if we heartied it up with some shrimp or grilled chicken. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for what we call Reindeer Crunch Salad, along with a free Holiday Helpers Eat Cookbook, which is perfect for this time of year. I'm Howard with our little reindeer Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a lighter and brighter way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. How's that crunch, Rudolph?
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
Well, temperatures for the next couple of days following our cold front today dropping down into the low 40s. This is still slightly below average, but we've been a bit warmer this weekend. Now, as we head into Thursday, overcast skies return, temperatures start to warm up. We have another front moving in on Friday afternoon. We might see some rain chances.
That roller coaster continues.
It does, and
unbelievable.
I don't really see an end until after Christmas. So,
right. Well, I guess
and then it'll be cold.
Right, exactly. That's what's exactly what's going to happen. We'll dive into your first later on.
Well, lots coming up at 5. For starters, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, there are around 160 decorating-related injuries every day during the holiday season, and sometimes those accidents are deadly. We're going to take a look at the most common injuries and how you can stay safe during the holidays. Plus, what Missouri drivers need to know about a hands-free law that's going to be going into effect on January 1st. And we're going to take a trip to Noel, Missouri, or as it's known in December, Noel, Missouri, where the town's post office is processing a record number of holiday mail items. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up on KOAM News at 5.
Absolutely. Lots to look forward to. Thank you, Dal. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.